Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel today, and I want to make a very quick video for you guys. And this video is just talking about the fact that I want to mention why you should not use poultry feed for rabbit. Why you should not feed poultry feed to rabbits. A lot of rabbit farmers are making this mistake, and the consequence is not friendly. So, because of a lot of contact I have had, I had to make this video. Number one, poultry feed is meant for poultry, and poultry are different from rabbits. I think I have to make that clear. Rabbits have a different digestive system that is not the same as poultry birds. So if you don't want to endanger your rabbit health and their productivity and their overall well-being, don't feed them with rabbit feed. Don't feed poultry feed to rabbits. Rather, don't feed poultry feed to rabbits. There are some chemicals and some enzymes and some ingredients that were used for poultry feed to make them attractive, to make especially things like broilers and layers and all of them to grow fast, to grow to hard weight, to gain fat, and all of those things that rabbits don't need. As a matter of fact, chicken needs very, very low level of fiber. That is poultry birds. They need very, very low level of fiber. But rabbits need a lot of fiber. Are you getting it now? Rabbit needs what? A lot of fiber. And even though rabbits are monogastric, they are not ruminants, they are monogastric animal, they have the what is it called now? The cecum. They have the cecum that allows them to digest grasses and fiber, and cellulose content in their feed. So that's why they need enough fiber in their feed. Are you getting it now? Now, poultry don't have that. Basically, they are fed to be fattened, or they are fed to gain, weight quite fast, and even develop fat and all those things. So that is not what we are rearing rabbit for. Rabbit can be fattened also, or I mean, say rabbit can grow faster even without gaining fat. Remember, the rabbit meat is white meat because it has low cholesterol fat. When you start feeding rabbit with poultry feed now, the purpose of rabbit meat is being jeopardized. The purpose of rabbit meat is being what? Is being jeopardized, because now what was supposed to be a white meat is now becoming a red meat. Why? Because the cholesterol fat that was not supposed to be in the rabbit's bodily makeup, you know, it's not supposed to be in the rabbit's physiological makeup. It's now being there because of the feed that rabbit is eating. Are you getting it now? So rabbits is not meant to eat poultry feed. They have their own feed. I kept saying this thing. If you want to get rabbit feed, you can get in touch with us. And if you need a formula to use to produce your own rabbit feed, you can also get in touch with me. My number is on the screen. You can always reach out to me and I will guide you on that. You understand? A lot of people have had so much losses on their farm, and sometimes they are not able to diagnose what causes it, like regular bloats, regular coccidiosis, regular rabbits just dying or not even getting giving birth. All of these things are because most of the time people use poultry feed. Now, let me tell you some of the consequences or disadvantage of using poultry feed. Number one is that your rabbit will be subject to bloat. What is bloat? Bloat is a condition of indigestion in rabbits. A lot of rabbits suffer this situation when you are feeding them with the wrong feed, when they are eating the wrong thing. Because rabbit system, digestive system is very, very sensitive. It can be easily contaminated. So when you are feeding them with something like poultry feed, they are very susceptible to bloats and to even coccidiosis. You understand? In fact, you can even have situation whereby they don't show any sign of bloat, they don't show any sign of coccidiosis, and they will just die. Or you can even have a situation whereby the rabbit is not eating, but the rabbit is drinking. But one of these days, you just come to your farm and the rabbit is dead. All this happens to rabbits quite frequently when they are being fed on poultry feed. So you have to watch out to ensure that what you are feeding to them is not what will kill them. Are you getting it now? Now, let me say this very important disadvantage of actually feeding poultry feed to rabbits, and that is your female rabbit may never cross, may never conceive. It might even be crossing, but it might never conceive. And I'll tell you the reason why, because I've had that experience many, many years ago when I started, and I've had people who are currently into rabbit farming right now, and that is what caused this issue for them. And that is a situation whereby your female rabbit has eaten a lot of poultry feed and now has built weight and built excess fats in the body. And when you start crossing the female rabbit, it will not give birth. It will not even conceive. It will not even get pregnant. Why? The fat layer is affecting the conception, and you will not know. Some people will even say this particular female is infertile. She does not get pregnant. That's not always the true case. You stop what you are feeding her. Place her on leave and stop giving her the poultry feed. Get a good quality rabbit feed, and then you are good to go. So, that has happened quite a number of times. I've seen people, a lot of people contact me, and that is their issue. Rabbit, this female rabbit, you have crossed her several times. She doesn't give birth. Most of the time, watch what you are feeding to her. If you are feeding her with poultry feed, stop the poultry feed. Place her on grasses. Let her shed some weight. Let her lose some fat, and then very easily she will come on it, and then she will be able to hold the pregnancy. So this is very, very, very important. People tell me sometimes that their rabbit is 8 months old, is 6 months old, is matured, is this and that, but the rabbit has refused to give birth. Most of the time, the reason is because you are feeding the rabbit with poultry feed, and the rabbit is adding more weight than it ought to. And when rabbit, especially female rabbit, get to a level of weight gain, it will not be able to conceive. It will not be able to get pregnant, no matter how many times you take her to the box for crossing. Are you getting it now? And also for the male rabbit, when the male rabbit gains excessive weight, that rabbit will not be able to cross. Sometimes some people will say that this male is sterile, this male is impotent, it cannot cross. That's not true. It has gained excessive weight as a result of the poultry feed you are giving to the rabbit. You understand? So that will cause the male rabbit not to be effective in crossing. You understand? And if that is the case, stop the poultry feed, start giving it a normal rabbit feed. You can also place the rabbit on maybe leave for like 1 week before you resume the normal rabbit feed. And then you can also make the ginger and garlic solution for the male rabbit in order to help boost the libido of the male rabbit. You understand? So this is very important that we should take note of it so that we can avoid uh, breeding rabbit for a long time, for many months, for many years, without the rabbits giving birth or without the rabbits giving you any reward for your effort. That is not supposed to be. If the rabbits are not multiplying and they're not giving birth, there's no how you're going to make profit from your venture. The effort of buying their feed and feeding them and taking care of them should not be in vain. The reward of the farmer comes when the rabbits multiply and give birth to young ones. Then you can be rewarded, and then you can be able to make profit from what you are doing. So this is what I wanted to say today. Please stop feeding rabbits with poultry feed. They are two different animals with two different digestive systems, with two different physiological makeup, digestive makeup. So you don't want to bring complexity of issues into your farm. You understand? Several issues happen to rabbits when they are on poultry feed. So many times you treat coccidiosis, coccidiosis, it comes back again because you are feeding them with poultry feed, and then your rabbit is having bloat continuously, indigestion. You notice that the rabbit is not eating, and then the stomach is getting bigger and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. That is bloat symptoms at work, and that is because your rabbit is eating the wrong diet. So if you can change the diet, then your rabbit is going to be fine. Are you getting it now? So this is very important. The chemicals and the enzymes and some of the ingredients that were used in producing poultry feed that were designed to make the birds, broilers, layers, noilers, broilers, and all of them, that was designed to make them gain much weight and even build fat so that they can quickly reach market size. Some of those things are actually not good for rabbits. So feeding them to rabbits, you are really causing a lot of issues for your rabbit. This is most of the time. These are many reasons why people will be like, okay, I win my rabbits. I win them like last week, and all of them started dying one after the other. Even the young winners that you just win from their mother, you place them on poultry feed. Those winners, their stomach is fragile. They are just starting out their life. You place them on poultry feed. Before you know what, the winner start having bloat. A young rabbit start having bloat. Young rabbit start having coccidiosis and passing watery poo and all of those things. And sometimes when you even treat them, some of them may never survive. So please watch out for this thing. Feed your rabbit with the right thing, and then they will survive. For instance, look at it when they are in the wild. In the bush, which is their natural habitat, they don't eat poultry feed there, and they grow big, they grow well, they do well. So what are we talking about? Like your rabbit can grow well, can do well without giving it poultry feed, and it's not even economical for you as a rabbit farmer to be using poultry feed. And I also heard of people that actually mix the poultry feed with wheat bran. They say there is enough fiber in wheat bran, so they mix it with the mix wheat bran with the poultry feed and feed it to rabbit. I'm telling you, my brothers and my sisters, that technology is not effective at all. It doesn't change the component of the poultry feed, which is not good for the rabbit system. So there's no point in mixing it, and there's no amount of mixing you can mix that would change the effect of that poultry feed on the rabbit. So it is better not to waste your time and your effort and your money and your resources, doing the wrong thing. Just get it right from the beginning, so that it can you know it can help the growth and the overall development of your rabbits. So that is what I wanted to say. I hope you learned something in this video today. Do well to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and drop your comments if you have any question. I'll be looking forward to answering your question. Thank you for everyone reaching out to me. A lot of people reach out to me on WhatsApp, on phone call, giving me feedback about the video, that they have learned a lot on this channel. I'm appreciative of your comment, and we are committed to bringing you value on rabbit farming and other aspect of livestock farming and agriculture in Nigeria. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you have any question, do well to drop your comments. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, keep winning, and bye.